My hands are freezing while I'm filming this video. But I want to find a subject for painting. It looks like there's nothing, but in reality there is something. And today we're gonna paint this slightly frozen but beautiful green leaves during winter time. Line drawings transferred and removing the excess amount of graphite off the paper. Now we can start mixing watercolors. Starting with lemon yellow, we see in this holly a lot of yellow greens. Adding ultramarine blue, more lemon yellow, more brighter, and a little touch of Alizarin Crimson, and as you can see, it immediately tones down the very bright green watercolor mix. For the second mix, I'm taking Ultramarine Blue, a little bit of lemon yellow, and adding Perylene Green for more darker, more saturated watercolor mix for those shadow areas, and little touch of Alizarin Crimson. Be very careful with Alizarin Crimson, it can instantly turn your green paint into brown. Testing on a piece of paper and adjusting watercolors, adding a little bit of more lemon yellow to make it more warmer green. We see this holly branches, it's a lot of yellowish green mix. This holly has reddish stem, so I'm adding Alizarin Crimson with a little touch of Sap Green. It gives more browner and reddish browner watercolor mix, which will be perfect for painting stems. And adding more Alizarin Crimson for some brighter areas at the very top of leaves. Separately adding Perylene Violet. For darker areas, adding Alizarin Crimson and Perylene Green. Maybe we will be needing that color. And now we can start painting. One leaf at a time, using round synthetic brush, starting with water layer. Remember to change your water after mixing watercolors. We need those very bright areas, shiny areas on those leaves quite white, so dark water will mess our light area. Taking first mix, which is lemon yellow, ultramarine blue, and little touch of Alizarin Crimson, and starting from the leaf area that is slightly darker, moving to the other side of the leaf, and leaving that light area that we see on the reference unpainted. And I'm leaving it much wider than it appears in the reference. It's better to have bigger amount of light rather than small and lose it during layering. With the round synthetic brush, I'm spreading watercolors towards the outer edges of this leaf and smoothing carefully. Everything is very light, very transparent. First layers are super light. We can always go darker. Moving to the next leaf, and the same technique, the same approach, very transparently, very lightly, leaving the lighter area much wider, constantly checking reference. I have reference opened right beside my tutorial. Always encourage you as well. I'm placing a reference in the video screen. That's for general information, but to see all details, all tonal values, open the reference right beside you and you will be able to follow along. I'm speeding up the painting process of this holly composition. Full tutorial is available on my Patreon, link is down below, also on the video screen. The whole painting process took almost 2 hours of painting from the very beginning till the finishing touches. Adding final brush strokes to this holly. I really learned a lot during this painting process, and I really enjoyed this painting. Hope you also learned something new and found this painting beautiful and enjoyable and also doable. You can paint another 20 to 30 minutes, push yourself a little bit further. There is always room for improvement in realistic watercolor painting. Unless you're painting transparently, you can always add something new, some details, some layer, more contrast. Push yourself a little bit further with each new tutorial, with each new painting. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye!